All right, what's happening, everybody?
Hi, friends. How are you?
Oh, I can't hear you now. What
You can't
happened?
hear me now. Oh, come on.
Where'd you go?
Hi, friends.
Hello,
Hi.
Mangler. Talk again.
Hi, friends. How are you?
No, it's not
Nothing.
working. It just worked.
I
Why
can
is it
hear
not
you.
working?
You're
It's
a,
not me.
you're a fucking idiot.
How about this? Maybe people in internet land can tell us if they hear me or if they hear you.
Well, it did this last time. It was like a delay, and then all of a sudden it worked.
Oh, okay. Well, now I hear you. That's good.
Yeah. I said,
I
fuck you.
Oh, okay. That's good. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's
Hi,
that's how we
friends.
don't get
How are you?
how we don't get monetized. Appreciate it. All right.
Yeah.
So here, I just got a fun text message. It says, "Hi, I'm Angela. I work at Indeed. We have multiple remote positions available requiring just 30 to 60 minutes per day with the potential monthly earnings of $200 to $650. Blah, 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 blah.
Do you
Well,
reply back? I make that in an hour?
no, not at all. I just hit delete and spam and leave me alone.
Yeah, I got one of those
Ridiculous.
today, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
Maybe
right.
it's they got our shit from the New York. We got spammed in New York. They saw it. They
Got
tracked us.
hacked.
Yeah.
Maybe it was the folks at um I don't even know the name of the company. Elite something or other is
Elite
hacking us.
Productions.
There you go. Maybe that's it.
They're nice
Probably.
guys. They never
Probably.
hurt nobody.
Anyway,
So
so
how you? How's your
I
trip home?
I'm great. I it doesn't matter who you tell or you don't tell. I had to leave early and I knew this. Um, I think the last Track Rats, we were like, yeah, we should do a show at the event. That wasn't going to happen. And I was like, I bought my tickets, 10 minutes or an hour before the show.
Yeah.
Well, I did that because I was, figuring out okay, I guess I have to come home, blah, blah, blah thing. So it was premeditated
Yeah.
as last time we spoke in this, you know, environment. But it was my story, and I didn't need to enter the room with that story. But I also wanted to make sure people didn't think I was leaving because I was disappointed in my results. Because there are some people that are, I'm going to say a little fragile. They get slightly butthurt, and then they pack their shit up. And that wasn't me. You know, I was almost proud of some of the things that I did this past weekend.
Yeah, but you didn't run your last mod touring car qualifier.
Yeah, the car sucked, so why bother?
So you're a little butthurt about that one.
Well, it just more the fact that the reality was I'm going to get another 15. Um, let's maybe miss my flight or get another 15. I was like, I'm going to just go. Oh, that's fine.
Yeah. Any issues traveling back to the old JFK and to
No, it
yeah.
was it was the inverse of the worst thing possible. It was pretty good. But hey, you never know, man. It could be a crapshoot.
I tell you
So
what, that's the first time I've ever flown into JFK, and that place is a mess. I don't know what the
it
fuck they're building, but they're building all kind. I mean, there's just things crossing over things, and
yep.
it's a spaghetti mess of I don't know what. I don't know if
Yeah.
that's like trams or if that's
Well, they
uh,
have complete terminals that are down right now. So like they're like redoing entire airline terminals. So
yeah. Like, what's that big giant thing that runs down the middle of the highway? Is that like a fucking?
it's a tram.
That's a
And it's an
tram.
air train. Yeah.
So where does that go?
Well, it goes two places. They have one that will bring up you to Jamaica, Queens, and you can get on the
Okay.
Long Island Railroad.
Okay.
And then they have another one that will bring you down to the subway, and you can catch I think it might be the
The
ACE
nine?
train.
I don't know.
And the reality is that can bring you into Brooklyn and then up through Lower Manhattan.
Okay.
Um, and we hi, Mr. Masalu. And then yes, LaGuardia is smoother these
Amazing.
days.
It's a beautiful airport. It is very
when
lovely.
when your plane doesn't fall into the water. And they that thing was a disaster for like 10, 15 years. They
Oh
they
yeah.
invested
Oh no,
and it's good now.
yeah. I mean, billions of dollars does fix things, and even they said at the JFK they're spending like $80 billion to redo JFK.
Mhm.
Uh,
Yeah, yeah.
but LaGuardia,
It's
I mean, it's a lovely, beautiful airport. I
Mhm.
remember the first time flying in there, and then I remember the last several times I've flown in there, and like it every time. JFK, eh, I mean, if it reminds me a little bit of Dulles, to be honest. Like when I got off the
Okay.
plane, like I got Dulles vibes. Like it was really like the just the architecture and just the not lack of architecture, I should say, and just the way the signage was and the way that I don't know, I just got Dulles vibes. So anyway, I
Yeah.
like airport talk. I don't know about you, but airport talk's
What's your favorite airport in the country?
fun. um, I like I like the clit, um,
The
because it
what?
has CLT clit. Um, yeah,
Where is that?
that's Charlotte.
Do you like to just say that?
Well, that's what I call it. It's what when I see it, that's what goes off in my head because I cannot add the I.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Um, uh, I like that one because they have the rocking chairs, and then they also have a Cinnabon. And I'm big on the Cinnabon, and it's hard to
Yeah.
find airports these days with Cinnabons. And so they have the Cinnabon, and they have rocking chairs. It's kind of nice. They got a nice little big. They have a nice big atrium food court area. Um, I haven't been to the Clit for a while, but
Yeah, that's right. Sounds
it's like,
about right. Yep.
ah,
Yep, sounds right. So while you're laughing, I'm gonna say I
ah.
in the last few years I have two airports I really like. Um, one of them you're gonna be have a very allergic reaction to.
Maybe
Um,
you don't know
I
this. You
like
don't judge me.
I like okay, well, I like the Palm Springs Airport. How was that for you the last time you were there? Uh-huh, there you go. Just because there
I
was a
mean,
bomb scare when
yeah,
you were
there was a
there.
bomb. So the last time I flew into Palm Springs,
Mhm,
yeah, there was a bomb scare, and I
mhm,
had literally had just gotten off the plane as they were clearing out all the terminals and making everyone go back through baggage check, and then would not give us any of our bags
mhm.
for what was about 2 hours.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
that
was
was
great.
yeah. I'm like, how does Palm Spring? I don't think it was a bomb. It was either that or somebody jumped security. I can't remember what. But it's
Yeah,
like,
some
how does Palm Springs have these issues? Like,
uh,
was it like somebody was like pissed off because there was Art Deco everywhere, and they're like, "Fuck this, I'm out of here," or like, like
I
I
don't
don't get
know.
it. Yeah, yeah. But no,
The
it's a
other
lovely airport. It's interesting because you actually have to go outside.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah, that's the
yeah,
California thing.
yeah,
It's
yeah, yeah.
nice.
Like you walk through the thing, and then you check your bag, and then you walk outside to
Mhm,
like it's like that those movies where you see those kids in high school, they're in California and they have like outside areas and they're just walking around outside and you're like, what fucking high
mhm.
school are you at? Like, how come
Oh, everywhere,
yeah,
everywhere.
yeah. So in any case, and
Um,
what's your other one?
the other one I really like is, I believe it's the Santa Barbara Airport. That's, where I would choose to fly into, either that or, Fresno for, going to Bakersfield, just
Yeah.
so I don't have to go to LAX because LAX is terrible.
But Fresno has the best name.
I don't know what
Uh,
it
it's
is.
called
What is it?
Fat.
Okay,
Yeah, Fresno's Fat.
okay.
That's their name. And so
Now, why do you have this really useless knowledge?
of what airport abbreviations are,
Yes.
I
Uh-huh.
don't know. I just
Okay.
do. Like Orlando's MCO. I mean,
Yeah, I know that one. I've gone there.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
but it stands for McCoy Airfield, which is the old Air Force base that used to
Hmm.
be there. Dude, I don't fucking know. I mean, St. Pete Airport has also a great. You would love St. Pete Airport's name.
What
You
is
know
it?
what that is? Pie, Pie.
Oh, that's lovely. I like pie.
I
Mhm.
know, and like so, the lots, like the parking lots where you park, they have apple pie lot and they have the cherry pie lot.
Oh, wow. Do they have the pie fucker lot? No?
No, they don't have the pie fucker lot.
Oh, too
But
bad.
yeah, but it's a busy day when the I think it's the cherry pie lot is full. or Strawberry. I can't remember which one it is, but anyway,
Something.
yeah, yeah. There's one lot that's kind of off to the side. It was a
Yeah.
FEMA shelter for a while,
Hmm.
or epicenter when we had the hurricanes. But
Hmm.
yeah, when they fill up that one during the big holiday rush there at Pi.
Hmm.
I don't know, what are the airports I like. I kind of like them all.
I like them.
Uh,
No, you don't. No.
LaGuardia is really nice. It's
Okay.
lovely.
My least favorite airport, Chicago O'Hare. I will
Yeah,
do
no,
whatever I can to never go there.
yeah. It's kind of rough. That's for sure.
I also now
Detroit,
go to Detroit after being stuck there,
yeah,
so I do without
Detroit. Detroit's kind of cool because they have
a train.
the train. Um, However, this is so I can't remember which airport in Houston it is, but one of them. I don't remember which one, but just because there's two, and so it actually has the exact same people mover that's at Disney World and in Tomorrowland. So that system, that ride system that's at Disney World, the people mover, that exact same system is at the Houston airport, and you
Hmm.
can ride it. Interesting fun fact.
Yeah,
Of
that's
course,
a
I would never really want to go to Houston, but
useless fact. Awesome.
no. Oh, I know what the worst airport is. Fucking Austin. Austin, fucking Texas. I went there
And
for the Nats this year.
mhm,
So like you want to fly into Austin and like you're gonna get there and you're gonna uh you gotta wait for some people because they're flying from Maryland, right? And like,
mhm,
oh, I'm gonna go out of the thing, get my bags. I want to sit down and get something good to eat.
mhm.
There isn't fucking jack shit. Not a
Huh.
single thing. There is a vending machine and that's it. There's like no restaurants, there's no snack bar, there's
Mhm.
nothing. Fucking horrible.
Yeah, that sounds bad.
Yeah, it was. I mean, Tampa Airport's actually pretty nice, and they have like there's a fucking Hard Rock or some shit that you can just
Hmm.
go to. Yeah. So anyway, like you can just go to the airport and go eat at the Hard Rock.
That sounds like a hard pass.
Well, but
Um,
you know what I mean. At least it's better
yeah.
than a vending machine.
Oh yeah, yeah, for sure.
Oh,
Mm,
speaking of eating at airports. So on my way home,
yes.
uh, Sunday, I'm at JFK and I'm
What
hungry.
terminal are you in?
4.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was in the 4, Quattro, for the Spanish speaking folks. Um, and so, anyway, so I'm sitting there. So I go to this restaurant, bar, whatever, and I get an appetizer of calamari, I get a steak sandwich, and 2 beers. How much do you think that costs?
$72.
72? No, I
Uh-huh.
wish. It was $123.
I'm sorry. What?
Yes.
Now,
I
did they have prices listed and you
I,
didn't
I
look?
wasn't paying attention because I'm like, yeah, it's gonna be like $72. Like that's kind of where I was at.
Yeah.
And I was like, I got the bill and I'm like, holy fuck! I'm like, I've never spent that much on a meal for myself. I don't think ever in my life.
Mhm.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
New York prices plus airport, you just get royally fucked.
Yeah.
So
I agree. But hey, this is the things you do often. You want to go either see the world or challenge yourself in the world of racing. You got to get on a plane.
yeah,
Um,
Dallas
and
Fort Worth was okay. It's okay
that
airport.
place sucks.
It's like I said, it's okay.
Yeah, it sucks.
It-
They have a hotel there. Ask me how I know. Anytime you have to stay at an airport hotel, you pretty much know things have failed you.
They had a
And
decent pizza place at Dallas, I think. It
I
was
don't know.
okay.
I had
They
the
have that
map.
big giant. They have the giant fucking Dallas Cowboys store there. Fucking
I don't
dome.
know. Anyway, so maybe let's get on topic.
That was airport talk. Thank you.
14 minutes. No, or what are we, a travel podcast? Yeah, we're a travel podcast now. All right. That's what
Hey, we're just helping racers out.
Yeah, yeah. All right. So Mengler,
Huh.
how is your 2025 Roar on-road carpet nationals?
It was pretty good. I did better than I expected.
Yeah, really?
Yeah. Yeah.
'Cause my expectations for you
Oh,
We're
oh,
snowbirds 2024 level.
okay. And what was that? 'Cause I don't
You,
remember.
you did very good then.
Okay.
Um, and I think you probably did better. Now, it's hard to say. Maybe the competition was weaker at birds.
Yeah.
We could pull it up, but I thought you did better at that birds than I'd seen you run at Worlds 2 months earlier,
Right.
or anything.
Okay.
So
Well, thank you.
yeah, and then you promptly then sold off all your cars
Well, I was
because
done racing
because you
post game.
saw because you saw an 812X in my pit, and you're like, "What the fuck is that? Why don't I have one?" You were
Yeah.
angry.
Uh,
Um,
well, I saw. So what's funny is that I saw the winds of change coming,
huh?
and then I'm like, okay, time to get rid of all this shit
Yeah,
because here it comes, the
yeah.
winds of change, and then the winds got here and they kind of suck balls, and so I still wish I had those old cars.
But so here's the funny thing to me. So thi- this is that prototype car, which most of the parts are all the same. Like they didn't change that much.
Yeah.
I'd stolen like electronics out of it and stuff like that. This is before we had like mounting plates.
Uh-huh.
And to me, the thing I think is really cool about the new platform that we have is that with the X car, all you need to do is basically remove this side spring holder,
Hmm.
put a different wing on that has the side screw holder on the side,
Yeah.
and you basically turned your car into the old car.
You need to do more than that.
You don't really, because
Yeah. 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 You
no, you,
do.
you
Yeah. Yeah.
don't,
Yeah. You do.
because the droop is still like settable via this mechanism up here. And if you
Not.
don't like that mechanism, you could put the new old bar in and then put that new plastic insert in the shock at the bottom.
Yeah.
And now it's the same.
Uh, is it? I don't think it is.
It is.
I put the old dampeners in.
Okay. Well, because you know them. That's
Yeah.
all.
Mm.
Sometimes
And
it's fun to
actually, I
do
ran
the
I
things
ran
you
the
know.
lightweight dampener, so it was the lightest.
Did you run it in stock?
I ran it in
Or
both.
really? Now, I had never run that in. I had never run that successfully in super stock. I'd
I
only
did.
run it successfully in stock.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, because uh, the way I looked at it was that the grip level was going to be rather high,
uh-huh.
and I wanted to be able to manage the steering. And I could, I think maybe hindsight, maybe I should have put it in the heavier one,
Okay.
but
Yeah. Yeah.
I still think, I mean, I kind of was where I was at, so I don't know if it really would have. I don't know if it really would have made that big of a difference, um, but yeah, no, I ended up basically on two WC cars for both classes. I had with inline axles on the 17.5 and then trailing on the 13, and kind of I really just went back to the cars that I had and what I knew.
Mhm.
Um, I think that the X steel chassis is probably best for lower bite. Um, let's talk about the bite level for a second. The
Okay.
craziest phenomenon happened at these nationals that I've never seen in all my years of RC racing.
A slow straightaway.
A slow straightaway. And it was to the point that I was like, holy fuck, my speedos are messed up. And like I thought like I was losing signal going down the backstretch to the point that I had Larry hold my car. I walked to all the way to the other end of the building and I was fucking with the throttle to make sure that it was working. And it was. And and so I did that. I put a grounding strap on my car because I thought maybe it was
Mhm.
static electricity cutting out the thing. That didn't work. Um, and inevitably, what we figured out and through process and watching people, is that you literally had to run against the backstretch inside wall down the straightaway in order to get your car to go down the straightaway, because otherwise it would go down. If you went down the middle, it would literally slow down 3/10. Like you could watch the car drag down, and then once you got to the sweeper, it would pick back up again. It was
You
the
know how you could
craziest thing.
also get past that?
Run mod?
By raising your car up.
Like how? Like it
How
wasn't dragging the chassis.
how high was your car?
3 something, 3.4, 3.3.
How about the back?
Yeah, same thing.
Oh, it's flat. Okay. My car, in mind you, it was mod. At the back, I was 4 mil,
Okay.
and the front was like 3.5, 3.6.
Why do you think that made a difference?
I don't know. It felt like it didn't really slow down so much when I
You know
raised
why?
the car.
Because you had running mod.
Maybe. Could be.
So, the anyway, but it was literally if you hit the backstretch right, it was like hitting the Australian current and fucking being like fucking Crush from Nemo and just fucking sailing down the backstretch. Like seriously, you'll learn this when you're a dad now, so you're gonna fucking
Yeah.
watch Nemo and Crush. And so anyway, but like you would hit that thing and you could just watch the car just rocket down the straightaway compared to if you ran down the middle, game over. And it was one of those things too. If you were running up on somebody, like you were getting a really good run, just moved up a little bit and it would just drag you back. So you would lose your run and then you could follow them through the sweeper. It was I've never experienced anything like that, I think, at an RC track and ever. And it was crazy. Like if you watch the video, you'll see everybody just fucking hitting the inside of the wall going down the straightaway. Because
Yeah.
that's where you had to run, otherwise you weren't going to make it. And so, yeah, wild experience. That's for sure.
And it was funny because, like, I wouldn't say that was the natural line, because coming out of that set of corners onto the straightaway, you had to like jerk your car often to make it to the inside.
Yeah.
And if you did it really badly, you'd spin your car out on the curb, getting onto the straightaway, and you could spin the car out. You could spin like a rubber tire car out. You could spin a foam tire car out. Anything was possible. If you just got enough wheels on those curbs. So yeah, it was kind of interesting. Yeah, but hey, a lot of us figured it out, and it was really funny when people figured it out. They were like, let me tell you something. You gotta go really like tight on the straightaway. Don't tell anyone. And they'd always finish it off with "Don't tell anyone" or something like that. When someone says "Don't tell anyone," it makes you want to just get on a chair and scream it. That's just me.
Because you're an asshole. That's why.
Maybe it's fine.
No, it was like, God damn. I know I've said this like 4 times now, but it was rather amazing to see the difference in the speed that you could carry down the backstretch. I mean, I thought I switched speedos in cars. I thought there was literally an issue going on, and I'm like, am I crazy? And like, so it took me a minute because I thought I was just going nuts. And so then I finally started asking some people, I go, am I crazy or is this happening? And they're like, yeah, it's happening. I'm like, holy shit. Never saw that ever in my life. Wild. I think what we needed some grays and whites and blacks. I think if we had some of those old school tires, compounds, I think you would have destroyed people.
Really?
Oh yeah. I think this would be the first time.
I have a box of them here.
I know it didn't do us any good. It'd either do one of two things. It'd either be really good, or it would just be the same and just feel different. Because that's I don't know if people know this, but I've done a lot of tire testing, and
Really,
my consensus on black CRC carpet is it doesn't really matter what you run for compound. It all kind of runs the same. You just whatever makes you feel better is what you should run. So we just all settled on blues and greens for no real apparent reason, because it works most 99% of the time and feels fine and yada yada yada. But there was some alternate tire choices being made this weekend just for feel sake, And but yeah, that really nothing was really definitively faster. It just all feels the same.
Yeah.
And I've been on that platform for years. That it doesn't matter. It all feels the same.
Hmm.
I mean, it just feels different. But as far as speed, it's the doesn't matter. So
Hmm. All right. What do you think of the tire wear? Like, and I'm thinking foam here because I saw an additional 2 to 3 tenths of left side tire wear across the car.
okay.
That might have been a mod thing. Because like I was running monster truck rear tires.
Hmm.
Um, so I cut 3 sizes of rears and 2 sizes of fronts,
Hmm.
and I just tried them all. And the car felt best on the biggest tire that I cut, which was a 41-1. And in the front, I liked my bigger front tire, which was a 39, like 8 or something like that on a Jayco rim. And but I had like rears going all the way down to like say 40.4, 40.5.
Hmm.
And it just like, it might have been okay like in the first 2 minutes, but when you couldn't really get a consistent 8 minute run, my solution to that was do 3 3 minute sessions and make sure like the car will survive the 3 3 minute sessions. That was from like a dump perspective and from like a tire like survival perspective. And it just wouldn't survive like with the smaller tires. Like it felt okay up front, but then it was bananas later. So
Um,
hey,
I didn't
hey,
really. The wear wasn't much of an issue for me.
do a sing and dance. I'll be back in a minute.
Oh, you got poop or something?
No.
Oh, um, I'll talk about my tire sizes. I liked a little bit bigger tire than I would normally would run when it comes to like higher grip or a bigger race. So I know it's still pretty standard for a lot of people, but like 40 and a half and 39 and a half. Usually I'm kind of like 40.2 and then 39.2, 39.3, somewhere around that range. But yeah, no, I liked the little bit bigger tire. Um, I kind of would go back and forth. It just always seems like my best runs were on the slightly bigger tire. So never went bigger than that. Maybe should have, but you only have so much. I mean, granted, we seemed like we had tons of time, like hours of practice. Um, it still didn't seem like there's enough time to try everything. And anyway, but yeah, that's tire talk, I guess. Anyway, if you want to ask questions, shoot up your questions. Taylor wrote 46 RC did an amazing job on the coverage. Yes, they did, and I kind of want to talk about that when Hefty gets back, just to get his thoughts on it because I kind of have an opinion, and you know, it doesn't suck. So, uh, I was noticing. I wondered why so many people were doing it. Yeah, Alex, that's why exactly. Again, in my 30 plus years of racing RC cars, I've never seen where a car would literally slow down, like noticeably visually with the eye, going down a straightaway. It was crazy. It's totally crazy. Um, the rubber tire cars didn't have much of a problem. Uh, I think just because of rubber tire being rubber tire and less resistance and yada yada yada. But yeah, the Spec 12 scales definitely had a problem. Yes, it was new carpet. It was put in back in January. So, what was my setup for 17.5? It was an R1 SS. It was like 40.8 amps, which came out to I want to say it was like no 40.8 degrees of timing. That's what it was. It came out to I don't know, just under 3 amps, 3.8 amps, something like that, on a tunalizer. And then my gear was
Penalizer.
yeah, my gear was 66 50 51 50 51 or 50, I can't remember. 51. 66 51. Roll centers were you guys running? I was in 17.5. I was running the old school shit, the old car, the SCS and all that, and then in the 13.5 car, it was just the kit roll centers.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you ran the kit roll center. Huh.
Yeah.
All
Why?
right. I don't know. Like I did a study of that on Wednesday night.
Yeah.
Uh, I
You took a
started with
poll?
what's that?
You took a poll or you actually did some work?
I did work.
Okay.
So I started with um, the SCS or the ELRC,
Hmm.
and then I went to LRC, which is the kit stuff.
Yep.
Um, and then I also went to, I think it was ELRC. It was something, one of the two of them with the alloy plate instead of the steel plate. I think I went to low roll center or ELRC and alloy plate for steel plate. And I decided to run like kind of where I showed up with the super low roll center. It to me the feel difference between not the chassis plate change but just the roll center change was I could kind of manhandle the car around the track a bit more because it felt like it just had more overall grip and um, the the car with the LRC when the car had the LRC, it was the same car, same everything. Okay, it it wouldn't turn as tight,
Hmm.
and so like it was especially noticeable like on like the left hand side. Like I had a lot of problems getting through those S's over there on the left hand side. That was my take. But it was super early on, but I wanted to
Yeah.
just try stuff quick and then try other stuff. And, but that was like with all the initial stuff that I had, which was just a play over from whatever I was running at Nora the 2 weeks prior. So I hadn't run the super low roll center at Nora. I had the kit stuff. But yeah, so it was interesting to see the variants, you know.
Hmm.
So
Yeah, no, that's what I did for roll centers. So while you're out, I talked about, somebody mentioned how 46 RC did a great job.
yeah, they
Um,
were good.
um, and I kind of wanted to talk. Do we want to talk about this whole thing?
Um, sure. Well, like here's the reality. Um, were you there when the screaming match happened?
No, I was there. I didn't hear it. Right.
I wasn't either.
Yeah.
So, again, it's always he said, she said. There are a bunch of people that were there, and I know that it was Lance and Donnie, and Drew Ellis happened to be right behind Donnie. So I have a feeling if one of the three of them tells the story, it'll be probably much more animated. But to me, it sounds like the rough synopsis is you have a guy, Lance, who is running an RC business and also involved in Roar, but wouldn't do what Roar wanted him to do. And Roar had no contract to kind of enforce him to do what they wanted him to do. So he just defaulted to how he normally behaves.
Okay.
And so he refused to put up Donnie's list of sponsors in the video stream.
Hmm.
And that's where this all got down, came down from. And, basically they had words, Donnie and Lance, and Lance is like, I'll just turn this thing off. And Donnie's like, please just get the fuck out of here. He's like, I don't need you. Bye-bye. And that's kind of how it ended.
Yeah. I guess the
So
question.
I don't know.
I guess the question is, and I see Lance's point of view. Hey, we're here to make money. We're here. Why should we let somebody advertise for free when all these other people paid their money? However, I think all the people that donated money to Lance were in the room, and he could have simply just asked, "Hey, do you guys mind if we put these free people up?"
Yeah.
Or whatever, because everybody was there. And I mean, I don't know if people are still if he's still going to get paid or anything like that. I don't know. That's not my business. People do what they want. Uh, but I was kind of like, everyone's here. We could have just worked this out. Like, I don't know. I guess that didn't happen, or like that wasn't thought about. I guess emotions played the better of everybody's part on that. But and then the other thing is that I found interesting in, well, there's a couple of things I found interesting, and I don't really know the answers. These are more just questions that. Um, Lance had a position of being the promotions director for Roar, right? And he immediately, upon saying I won't pack my shit up, resigned his position as promotions director from Roar. So was he only in that position so that he could get the bids to broadcast Roar races? Is that you think that was the reason? Okay. Is
Sounds like
this
it to
we're
me.
okay? And then I guess my other question is, Um, if he was easily replaced within, let's say, 18 hours of leaving, right, with 46 RC, who by all accounts, did a great job, uh, what was he doing that was that much more special or special at all?
The one thing they do, they like take pictures of the drivers
Uh-huh.
and the drivers' cars, and then they
Okay.
would put those as overlays, like when they talk about the people
Okay.
during the race. So,
Okay.
like the guy at 46 Media or whatever it's called, some guy. He's been involved in a dirt off road track for years. His name is Toby Hansen. Nice
Okay.
guy. I've known him for a long
I
time.
I never even knew this thing existed, so this is the first time for me.
Yeah. And so like probably the last time he did something like this, he did some streaming at Motorama
Okay.
because that would be a local off-road race you'd go to, and whatever, he happens to be there, so let's stream Motorama. Um, so I think the like quote unquote production quality is a little different.
Okay.
And we missed out on a lot of the interviews, and we missed out on like maybe the overlay of like some cool graphics and stuff. But
They did interviews after the mains and stuff.
yeah, they did that. But like they would normally do like commentary and just like imagine us bullshitting during
Yeah.
the show,
Right.
but like doing that instead of just hearing the guys announcing. That's what they would do.
Okay.
Which I don't know. I'm not sure I'm in love when companies like that include, I'll include Live RC in that, when they have like a secondary announcing team that you get to hear them instead of the local like on-premise race announcer. I actually think that's kind of just bullshit. I'm not a fan of that.
Okay. Why?
Well, I think it would be better if the racing product would come together. And so, there might be a guy calling the lap times, but like if they had two guys now adding a more of a color commentary,
Yeah.
I think that would make a better show.
Right.
And
The
so,
event as a whole would be better.
yeah.
Yeah,
And
and not
so,
just for the people at the media. I mean, the people there and the people. Okay, I get
yeah.
that.
And so, like, I would say some of the better commentary duos are people who are actually doing this now on Live RC. Like back in the old IIC days, you'd have Scotty and you'd have
Charlie.
Charlie, yeah, and they would go back and forth and banter and this, that,
Yeah.
whatever else. I don't know if they're really the best people at calling a race, but they do a good job with their banter and some of that stuff.
So it makes it more entertaining.
Yeah, I think it raises the entertainment level a little bit. Like, mind you, there are other announcers which I think fit in the category of you love them or you hate them. And like, there's two that come to mind initially. In the maybe a lot of people they're polarizing, which would be Chris Getz and Mike Wise. Those two guys out of like that Ohio area. There's a certain like sharpness that they have when they're on the mic, and you're either going to love them or you're going to hate them.
Mhm.
So,
I mean, I think it would be like if someone hired us to do an event,
Yeah.
that would be hilarious. I mean, I think there would be
Yeah,
a lot
yeah,
of people
yeah.
that hated. There would be a lot of people that hated us, and because
Oh,
and then
yeah.
there would be some people that would
when
love us, and so probably
when
more
I
hate than
call
love.
yeah, when I call local club races, I will heckle somebody off the fucking stand.
Yeah, but there's also so at a major race, let's say the Roar Nationals, I think that I think discretion should be observed at all times and not try to heckle motherfuckers off a driver's stand because it is the
Probably.
Roar Nationals. Let's be a little classy here, you know.
Yeah,
You know.
probably. But see, I would love to do like the interviews of like, let's say, I'd let you do the interview of like the A main. I want to interview the guy in the D main and just
They
like kind of
did.
pick them apart,
I
you
think they
know?
did.
Yeah. Now, what'd you think of the Florida man that was announcing?
I mean, I hear them all the time, so to me, it was just like being at home.
Yeah, no, and you know, Crowder, I think we know what Crowder does, but I think what I'm kind of like talking about is more of a multi-party announcing solution, things like that. You
Yeah,
know?
two guys in the booth, two
Mhm.
guys, one mic, whatever you want to
Yeah.
do, and
Now, I have a challenge from Stuart. He says, if you can get me off the stand this summer at SeaTac, I'll give you $20. Stuart, you will not last until round 2. All right? Trust me, all you need is one bad run. You know, because if you're having a good run, it's hard to make fun of you.
yeah,
But if you have a bad run, you strip a spur, you blow out an insert,
you
you
let
know, like
Daniel
the
check
car
beat
comes
you,
unglued.
yeah, whatever,
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Daniel
yeah,
Check beats you or FJ beats you. Come on,
yeah,
dude. You are going to get just destroyed.
yeah.
Anyway.
So,
um,
so
but yeah, you know,
what is the summer sizzler this year?
the Sizzler is, I believe it's June 26th or 27th, something
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
I gotta write that down. See if I can get out there.
Seattle
Come see Zoe,
RC.
not you.
Yeah, that's fine.
Uh,
She's sleeping right now. Otherwise, people would be seeing her at the moment.
good.
Yeah, the Sizzler is the 27th to the 29th of June.
June what?
27 to 29. It's on the screen.
Okay. I gotta add this to my calendar. Oh.
Yeah. And there's another race. But you know, we don't need to promote that race yet. Which is going to be we're going to celebrate Laura Fairtrace's birthday at Jackson, and that's going to be July 25th, 26th, and 27th.
27th. Yes, yeah, I got
Yeah,
that one. Yeah. Yeah.
um,
Fun times.
yeah. But you know, above and beyond like toy car racing, which you know I think for the most part, you know, went pretty well. We can't forget this weekend F1 grid rival. Are you ready to build a team?
F1's this weekend?
Yeah.
God damn, no.
Here,
Like
I'll double check. F1 2025 schedule. It is
the 13th.
Australian Grand Prix, the 15th.
Oh, geez.
It's this weekend, buddy.
Dude, I've been so busy with life and everything. I have not
Yeah,
paid attention to shit.
yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna give people, you know, the here I can show people all the other leagues that I'm in, but those don't matter. It's this Track Rats F1 league that we have.
have we posted this up on the Facebooks?
I kind of threw a strategy guide out there for people to
Okay.
start thinking about what their
Well, we
teams
need to
are.
get we need to get the link out there.
Yeah, we will. And
What,
for everyone, don't worry, it's going to happen. For everyone, you know that just so you know, like season kicks off this week. Get those lineups in.
so
People
does
are
like does the same
excited.
link does the same thing work as
Yeah,
last year?
yeah, exactly.
Oh, so I could just start right there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, look at this. Look at this. We got somebody who apparently is up late right now polishing something on an F1 car, talking shit about F1. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mark, I would love to know who you think is going to be on pole this weekend in Australia. That would be a fantastic thing for him to not be able to tell us publicly.
Why?
I don't think it'll say anything.
Oh, oh, it's not gonna be Kimmy. I can tell you that.
Oh, come on. It could be Kimi Antonelli.
Dude's
Sure
gonna.
could.
That kid's gonna push some shit in the wall this year. He's gonna make Mick Schumacher look like a fucking cheap date.
Oh, no, no, no. That's not possible. That's not possible.
Yeah, that kid's
Um,
full send all the time.
all right. So here's the question. Is there going to be an alternate Mercedes orange paint scheme for Australia?
I think he's talking about papaya orange.
Yeah, that orange papaya. I know what he's talking about, but
Yeah.
it will be interesting nonetheless.
So you
But
think
yeah, so
Italians got the fucking inside scoop?
dude, if they don't go 1-2, those guys should just quit.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Their long run pace, they were 31 seconds over a course of a 57 lap run up on everybody
At
in the desert.
yeah,
Yeah.
Abu Dhabi or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, wherever the hell they were. That's huge. That's
Like
like saying Donnie has a lap on the field in super stock.
it's like Braun GP numbers, huh?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty big. Oh wow.
I told you.
Only more pace. That ain't right. That ain't right.
I told you he's gonna be crashing. He's gonna tear up more shit than Mick Schumacher did. Or
No,
no,
come
no,
on.
no. Schumacher's kid. What's his kid's name?
Mick.
Mick.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
Mick.
All right. Well, didn't he have a Ralph was his brother? That's who it was.
Yeah, Ralph is his
Sure.
gay brother.
Okay. I know.
Yeah,
I mean, who
just
cares?
throw it
Love
out.
is love. Love is
Yeah,
love.
yeah.
That's
Yeah,
right.
it's fine.
You know. But yeah. Oh well, good. I'm totally unprepared for this right now. So I guess I
Good.
need to. I guess I need
I
to
like
dig in and start getting ready.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah.
don't worry. I'm gonna still whip your ass. Don't worry about that.
Well, again, I'll probably go well till Monte Carlo, and then everything will fall apart.
You'll
And
have
then,
all the Haas team.
yeah, then I'll be all in on Haas, or I'll be all in on Haas plus McLaren, and then everything will implode, and then it'll be done. So,
Yeah. So who is the Red Bull still going to be P2 or is it Ferrari?
no, everyone thinks they're fourth overall. You
Fourth?
haven't watched anything.
I haven't watched dick. What?
Yeah.
So what's the breakdown right now?
So I think the big determining factor is like who's going to be second overall. People are worried about the cold weather in the desert, highlighting how good Mercedes is, and is Mercedes pace real or not?
Okay.
Otherwise, it's going to be Ferrari. But it's so it's basically like McLaren and then Ferrari, Mercedes, and then probably Ferrari, Mercedes, and then
Max.
Max doing Max things.
Yeah.
And then Max's new teammate, Lawson dealing with a car that kind of sucks. And and then like the other funny thing was the guys who went fastest in the thing was Williams. Sainz had the fastest lap. But fastest lap don't matter. You can just pull off a lot of weight, send it. You can flex on some fools. But again, like doing a fastest lap, I think F1 is like our equivalent for F1 would be like mod touring or even like mod 12 scale. And I think it's really hard to do a fast lap. So you still have to be, doing something, but I just don't think anyone showed their fast lap. Like Mercedes, maybe they tried. McLaren definitely didn't do their fast lap out there. Like they would go purple sector, like sector 2, and then they'd pit.
Huh.
So you couldn't even like see like what sort of bullshit games they were playing.
Huh.
So yeah, it's going to be interesting.
So let's talk about the back of the field.
The back of the field is south.
So all right, so we got 4. So 5, 6, 7. Williams, Haas, and Aston Martin.
Alpine.
Okay.
Yeah. And Aston Martin and Sauber are just like they are Formula 2.
And then who else do we forget?
Racing Bulls.
Oh, Racing Bulls. Yeah.
They're probably Formula 2 also.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I don't
I
know.
mean, I fully expect Williams to be 5 this year. I'm making that
Hey,
statement right now.
if it could happen, I think that would be huge. Um, and like this is everyone's last chance before it becomes that motor formula.
Yes.
And it's going to be like, this is McLaren's last shot, realistically, because they ain't going to get the good shit, I don't think, right away. I would hold something back. If I was Mercedes, I would give everyone some substandard bullshit.
Yeah.
That's just what I would do. But I'm a dick.
Yeah. Well, as a lifelong Cadillac F1 fan,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
yeah, I can't wait for them to get into the series and do some damage. So
yeah. Well, and they're gonna have Ferrari power like initially,
yeah,
and so if you were to make bets on who's gonna have a fast motor, it's gonna be Ferrari or Mercedes. But the
you don't
question
think
is,
You don't think Ford's going to do the work and get Red Bull there?
no, but they also have to have an electronics package that delivers half the horsepower. And
Yeah.
so when I think about electronics, I don't think about Mercedes. I'm sorry, I don't think about Ferrari. Like I think about Ferrari having sticky buttons
Yeah.
and things killing themselves when they're on a battery tender over the winter. That's what I think about. So,
Okay.
I don't think there's much hope. So,
Okay. Why I have an echo? Do you have your echo?
no, I think that's just you. It's fine.
Oh, I think
It's the voices in your head.
Williams has 2 solid drivers now in some direction. They could be the best F1.5 team on some weekends. Yeah, I mean, look, I'm a big fan of what's his name? The principal.
James Vowles.
Yes, I'm a big James Vowles fan. Like,
Yeah.
I just like the way he handles himself, the way he speaks, the way he the way he explains things.
Mhm.
Like, I think he comes from that Mercedes thing, so I'm sure Mark Stiles has probably bent over a few times in front of him. So I mean, I don't know, but I think that, but no, James Vowles, I think he is the real deal, and he was there for the Braun days, he was there through the good Mercedes days. I mean, and so he knows what it takes to win, and I think that he has both that engineering mindset and knowledge to win. Now, whether or not he has some of that cutthroatness that that some of the better team principals have, that will stab your mother in the dark for $5. I don't know if he's got that.
Yeah,
but
there's not a lot of people that have that though. Like you got to be real shrewd for that. So
well, but they're all. Trust me, if you're a team principal in F1, I think you got that.
how about this? So Mangler, based upon me, and do you think I could be a shrewd team principal in F1?
Yeah. Yeah, I think
you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you're like, I don't give a fuck. We're gonna win.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever it takes.
Kinda. Yeah.
So
there is a cost cap, so you can't just peel everyone.
You're like, if I got to sell my baby to win this thing.
No, but like, imagine you had a race where there were eight of your cars in it, and all you had to do was beat 2 cars. Do you think we could do that?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. All right.
But
didn't happen.
It didn't happen. Yeah, I get it.
Didn't happen.
Yeah. Well,
Anyway, I wasn't there, so that's on me. I'm gonna put that one on me. Anyway, folks, drive.
Well, that was F1 talk.
Yeah.
We're doing segments now, so
yeah, that's all right. So maybe getting back to the core of what we do here, in our travel podcast. I'm just kidding. Where are you? Yeah, I could have used some of Stuart's ideas. Stuart was basically suggesting how to food poison people. It was pretty fantastic.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, shock oil and the thing. And
folks were doing that good enough by themselves. Like there was a little thing going around.
Oh, so many people got sick.
Yeah. So
You
some
didn't get
people
any.
did not
Hope
run
you're
their
good.
race. Thank God, dude. I would have
Yeah,
been super bad.
I'm
So,
still good. So yeah,
um,
I
but
don't
yeah,
know if it
so
was food poisoning. I don't think it was food poisoning. I think
no,
it
I
was.
think it was just like some, some
Yeah,
form of venereal disease that was happening. I don't know.
yeah, got it.
Anyway, so what's your racing program entailing for the next little bit?
So I really I got one more thing to go.
Yeah.
And that's right now a maybe based upon if anyone will show up, and that's to run the last state series race this weekend at Flagler,
Yeah.
and
I hear they have a new parking lot now.
yeah, they have a new parking lot, uh, and so but yeah, I don't know. I want to go. There's going to be enough people to run mod.
Okay.
A lot of the people that normally run mod are like,
I'm
well,
trying to show you what I might do
oh Jesus,
this weekend.
it's an 8 scale buggy.
No.
Oh,
It could be, but it's not.
okay. Front wheel drive.
Nope.
No. Oh. Any case, so yeah, I'm gonna go run, and hopefully there's a class to run mod. If not, then I'll probably come home early because I don't really want to run 21.5. What is this?
A winged sprint car.
Oh, that's the Exotech sprint car.
Yes.
Oh my God, what are you doing?
I much like that snowbirds. Did you see the snowbirds video? The 12 scale oval snowbirds video that I reposted this yesterday?
No.
Okay. So on Track Rat's Facebook page,
Okay.
there was a Facebook Live that you did. You and Donnie were highlighting Ralph and myself running Q1 of 2019 Snowbirds when they brought back for the 25th anniversary the 12 scale class. And we had these
Okay.
Oval Works Roche kits that we were running.
Okay.
And your Facebook Live was really funny. But at the end of it, I was like, I want to thank. You're like, so who do you want to thank from this, performance? I want to thank myself. I was the best there ever was, best there ever will be.
Is that who said this?
I did at the end
Oh,
of it.
okay.
I was just
Okay.
trying to do
Yeah.
a Cartman version of a NASCAR,
Yeah.
thank you address.
Okay.
But yeah,
I
I think
remember none of this.
no,
None.
you're gonna have to go back and watch. The only reason why any of this stuff happened, was because Facebook, they're changing their data retention policy.
Okay.
So this now turns into an IT podcast.
Oh,
And
okay.
as of July 4th,
IT talk.
any Facebook Live video will be deleted after 30 days.
Oh.
So across all the content platforms that I have access to, there's, hundreds of hours of content, including Track Rats. So I filled up basically an entire laptop with videos
Okay.
and been uploading them to YouTube. And I think what we'll do is we'll launch a new one each week.
Okay.
And because they're a fun way to bring people, if you hadn't seen the 2019 version of Track Rats, you can go see that. It's kind of fun. And there's other videos interspersed within it.
We should edit some of the good parts and use.
Yeah, that requires work. So if you want to put work in,
I can edit.
Okay, there you go. Edit. They'll all be uploaded though, and yeah, we can go from there. So
Okay. All right.
but that video was pretty funny, and yeah, I was probably 2 laps off of TQ or whatever it was, and 2 laps, like a second is like a lap. A second in oval is like a lap in on road. No.
Oh, in a race?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Like in a qualifier. Like
Yeah.
1 second is like a lap.
Half a tenth is a lap.
Half a tenth. Come on, kid.
Half a tenth average is a lap.
Okay, yeah. But what I'm trying to say, over the course of a 4-minute run,
Yeah.
if I'm like a second off, that's like being a lap off.
Yeah.
Sadly, I was about 2 laps off 2 real laps off, I think. But I still made the main. There
Yeah.
wasn't a lot of people there at that event. But based upon like the scheduling that they have for snowbirds, I actually think next year I'll probably run a little bit of oval too. But locally, I think what I'm going to do is instead of going to run practice, which is kind of pointless, that I've shown myself, it's pointless because nothing I can make from a setup perspective translates to anything that fucking matters. I think I'm going to run a little
practice at.
I'm going to run a little dirt oval. So
SeaTac?
What do you mean? No, I'm trying to say like carpet indoor.
Oh, it's gone though.
Yeah, but just think about it. Like I could go race on one weekend Saturday, and then I could go practice the next weekend Saturday. And you know what? None of it mattered. Okay. All right, because you went to Snowbirds, the cars were out to lunch. You went to Carpet Nats, the cars were out to lunch. So, it kind of just doesn't matter.
So when do you think you're going to have time to build this sprint car? Because sprint cars are just not thrown together.
Well, if I were to build it, it would be thrown together.
So are you building it?
I just opened the box, so that's where I'm at right now.
So why'd you get an Exotech? What made you get the Exotech and not the
a GFRP or a Customs?
Yeah.
So I bought this because it looks like an Awesomatics car. It has turnbuckles everywhere.
Really? I have not seen this car. I just saw like they had one. I didn't really look at it.
And so it has turnbuckles everywhere.
So this track you run at, that you're gonna run dirt oval at, is it foams or is it rubber tire?
It's rubber tire.
Is it spec?
No, if I go there, I'm gonna run mod because I'm an idiot.
No. That's what you should run. Because then I want to see video of you destroying your shit.
Me too.
So okay. So
I got one spare arm. That should be good.
For a fun fact, there's never been a dirt oval race where I didn't make the A main. Just saying. So and like an A main carpet oval racer is I'm sorry. How that fuck? I can't remember it now. An A main dirt oval racer is like a D main carpet oval racer.
Okay.
So, any case, so you might be in the A main then, but mod sprint car is fun, dude.
I want to have things that like are maximize the fun factor.
It'll be fun. I mean, as you go cartwheeling down the straightaway. Yeah.
I think so.
So, like, does it come with a body and wing and everything?
No, I had to go buy one from GFRP.
Okay. And roll cage? Do you have a cage?
Yeah, I had to go buy that. So.
Oh, so it's wow. They don't even have a cage in there, huh?
Mm-hmm. No.
All right. Yeah, I gotta take a look at.
Yeah.
I know that I've seen some of the adjustments that the GFRP and my friend Dustin Malakode has put together.
Yeah.
And it's pretty intense. Like they got some there's a lot of tech now in the dirt oval world.
Yeah.
And they have definitely there's setup options, put it that way.
Yeah.
And
I remember you can change your toe and other stuff like that pretty easily. And you could do it, basically while you're like standing in line. You could watch what you're doing and then just change it.
Yeah, well, right there.
All I need is a turnbuckle wrench and I can change it too.
Yeah.
Mind you, I don't know if I'll get 4 degrees. I might get 6, but I can tell you I'll have more.
Yeah. Well, plant the rear, make her steer, kid. I mean,
if it gets done. See, the real problem is the little kid has her like 7th month set of shots on Friday night.
Okay. Yeah.
And I would like to go. I would probably go run Friday practice, and then they have their season-ending race on Saturday.
Okay.
So, will I make it to this one indoor track this weekend? Maybe not. But my goal is to have this sitting on the shelf ready to go.
Yeah.
And then I can, go mess some things up.
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen UK oval racing. It's fucking horrible.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
They
it's
don't go like fast either.
it
So
was
like
kind of
that
like watching that the Ultima, Nissan Ultima,
thing at the
yeah,
redneck track. Yeah.
yeah, down here in Florida. Yeah, it was
Mhm.
kind of like that.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I remember one time we went to a trackside because they have a little dirt oval track back there, and
Mhm.
Dustin brought me a car because I didn't have one, and so I'm basically working on this car myself, and putting my weird setup things on it that I would do, and I made the A main, and whatever, and I was fast, and
Mhm.
he took that car and he like took it back to his house or whatever, or his
Mhm.
local track, and it was so bad that he's like he just got rid of it. Because he's like, "This, I don't know what you did to this car, but it's fucking horrible."
Well, there you go. Good job.
It was pretty funny. And I'm
Yeah.
like, "You just can't drive."
Yeah. So, I don't know. Like, basically, I'm gonna put my dabble in some other things, and have fun with the hobby, man. Why not?
Yeah, be a hobbyist.
Yeah.
Well,
Let's,
when does asphalt racing start?
well, it could start as early as the 22nd.
Of
Um,
this month?
yeah, this month. Uh,
Okay.
I think if it does start for me, I will be running a front wheel drive car,
Okay.
and that's it.
So when does the new Awesomatics front wheel drive hit the shelves in America?
I don't know. Good question.
Pre-orders are up now.
Yeah, pre-orders are up now. We got a few orders in already.
I think it's gonna be hot.
Well, we'll see. I don't know. We'll see.
I mean, I tell you
Um,
what, those guys down in Miami, they love some front wheel drive.
yeah, and I think I think the biggest problem with how we run front wheel drive generically is that we try to treat it as USGT, and USGT just kind of sucks. Like the tires suck. It's a good class for getting people in the hobby, but like there's
Yeah.
so much voodoo that people do to tires that I have no interest in doing. Like basically, I was using tire warmers all winter on my USGT tires to make them not suck.
Right.
Like
I don't even know what they run for tires down here.
I'd rather just have like a real tire and put it on a car and race it. That would be good.
Yeah, just run like the sweeps and stuff. And
Yeah. So locally, what we're going to do is we're going to run the radial version of the sweep tire
okay.
down at SeaTac, and I've run those already. I've
Yeah.
run them on a real touring car, and they're really good.
Okay.
So I think it's going to be kind of fun. They
You
might
guys
go,
gonna spec the gear and stuff and motor combos?
maybe I think they're talking about doing the same combo as the Hobby Wing.
Yeah, that's what they do down here, I think.
But I don't think they're going to do the gear spec. But
Yeah.
again, I don't know. I don't really care. Um, you give me a spec racing series, I'll find a way to kill it. So just
Oh,
let
is
me
that
know.
what you're doing? Okay. I mean, you are the TQ at Snowbirds in front wheel drive.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, you are the reigning TQ fail. That's good job. So I
Yeah.
mean,
Thank you.
you got a lot of work cut out for you.
Well, and I plan on trying to go down to the One Up Cup, and they're going to have a race at Fresno, and I think they have a race at Camarillo this year.
Okay.
And I'm going to try to hit those. I admitted this to Sam maybe 2-3 weeks ago. I made a personal scheduling failure,
Okay.
and I cannot attend the Bakersfield race this year in May. I
Okay.
want to go, but I would have to like strap the baby to my chest and be
Okay.
doing it that way.
Okay.
And I don't think that'd be good for the baby.
Okay.
Because there's a lot of dust in that environment and it smells like poop there.
Sometimes.
And I don't think SXT or not SXT. I don't think Mighty Gripper dripping on her head would be good for her.
Okay.
Um,
So what scheduling conflict did you make?
well, my wife just has an engagement and that weekend, and I can't go. So
Okay.
you just can't lock these kids up like you can a dog. It's unfortunate.
Well, you can't really lock up dogs either. You have to get sitters and
Yeah, but like you could like that's at least a common thing. You can bring your dog somewhere. You can't really bring your kid and drop them off for 3 days. You kind of look like You can't drop them off at the hospital and say, "Yeah, I'll pick them up in 3 days. Let me know."
It'd be cool if you could, though.
That's when you surrender your kid and you're not a responsible adult.
Oh.
So, yeah.
No, all right. So I mean, thank you for telling me this because that does affect my schedule too.
But I think you should go to Bakersfield with Sam. I think he needs a partner
He
in
doesn't.
crime.
I don't think he wants. They were talking about going, dude. They were talking about going to that one up race.
The one at Fresno?
Fresno, yeah.
Yeah, you know why?
Because it's 2 weeks after, right?
Yes, correct.
So this is the thing. May's really fucking busy, all right, for races.
You are?
No, May is in general.
Oh, okay.
So because you have the one up, you have the Bakersfield race, you have the one up race, and then there's the Miami race.
Oh.
So there's that, and then so then that's May. So June you have, well, it'd be technically SeaTac, and then July you have Jackson, and then there's the Sin X race in September, which is a month before the Roar Pave Nationals, which that's the one I think I really should go to. Because that puts you a month out, right? So it's going to give you the closest there. I think it'll give you the closest to the batch of tires that we're going to have because we're going to have to run the Team Power tires, which I have no fucking clue what that's about. And
basically, any setup with the Team Power tire works.
Okay.
No, like literally, like we ran. That was like one of the first.
No, I just read Mark Styles' comment. That's why I started laughing.
Yeah. No, it's called Cows, Mark, but thank you. Anyway, I did or at least I did decently well at that one-up race that was there with the Team Power tire and whatever else. I just had some bullshit set up on, dude. And I had a C45R on the back of the car. That's how you know, like, these tires have way too much grip. And you got to just, like, pull the car out of the track.
So there's that, and then there's the pave nats, and then between the pave nats, which I couldn't go to if I tried, is going to be the New York Grand Prix. I mean, not the New York Grand Prix, the New York whatever 360 whatever.
The Montec NYGP.
Yeah, there you go. And so, but yeah, May is pretty busy. So I mean I can only pretty much make one of those if I want to go to one of those, and I don't know which one I want to go to.
Yeah.
And a lot of those guys were talking about going to Fresno, but then I really like Bakersfield, so and it could come out to where I just don't get motivation to do any of them.
yeah, that could be.
Because my April is pretty much done, so I can't do anything in April.
What are you doing in April?
Well, April is the Florida Film Festival.
Oh yeah, I know about that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I have 2 weeks of watching movies.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, but in any case, the TPMs SUs are just fucking awful. So here, I mean, Stewart's dropping knowledge on us here.
Yeah, I don't know what the tires are. I think they're SUs. They're basically like a 1-run tire, maybe a 2-run tire.
So the TPs are very similar to sweeps balance-wise, but take longer to break in. And
I don't think that's true. Like, he's saying the M's, which are the same thing as the Matrix tire.
Okay.
All right, that's what they have in Europe. It has it has the thing where it rolls rubber. Okay. The SUs are these synthetic plastic bullshit tires that we've been racing pretty much until then.
Oh, like the ugh.
Yeah, ugh, exactly. Yeah. Oof. Now this FD thing, I actually think the FD top deck thing works really good on low grip, because it helps give you like a lot of grip. You can create a lot of mechanical grip, and then all of a sudden you can also get to the middle of the corner, and by lifting the throttle, it'll turn like a motherfucker. So
I mean, it also does very well in high grip because we ran at the Worlds.
Yeah.
People like Hara, Reinhardt, myself, we all ran them.
And FJ.
Oh, and FJ.
Same man. Yeah.
So, but yeah, so I don't know. I think the FD is kind of one of those things. It's just you run it, you like it, you don't, and keep it moving.
Yeah.
Right now, there's just kind of a no science, but I've heard the Fresno track has also they've ground down some bumps, resealed it, so gotta get that sealer track practice in.
I don't even know what that really means. But when I do hear about bumpy and asphalt, I start to think, man, it's time to run tool drive buggy instead.
But they ground the
So
track,
maybe,
so it's not supposed to be bumpy anymore.
sure. Okay, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
What we should do is we should have Lex tell us. Maybe we can get him on, and he can tell us.
Okay,
Yeah.
I mean, Stu kind of lives there, doesn't he?
I don't think he's up in the Bay Area. I don't know if he's gone to Fresno or not yet. So maybe he'll tell us.
Yeah.
And there's no such thing as front or rear. I would say you can put it in both. Just thinking about it, like I don't know if I spent much time with the FD, just one piece, like, isolated in front or isolated in rear. I decided to say, I'm going to run FD in both. And then I'm going to change the viscosity of the fluid thicker or lighter relative to the front and the rear. That's what I did. So
I did not like it in the front. I only like it in the rear.
Again, Angler, these like you haven't seen the clit in a while and you like it in the rear. I'm just saying. Yeah.
In any case, but yeah, I think definitely I feel that it worked better in the rear. I drive through Valley frequently. Haven't been to Exeter yet, but Fresno, yes. Well, we're not talking about Exeter. We're talking about Fresno. Who gives a fuck about Exeter? So there you go. So yeah, we need to get the scoop, Stuart, from Fresno. We don't give a shit about Exeter, not this year anyway. So I heard that place has punch you in the dick grip anyway. So, oh well. So do we know what the tire is going to be? Oh, look at the baby.
I think they have it posted. I just haven't paid enough attention.
Okay. I know they have it posted for the 1-Up race, but do you think the 1-Up race and the Roar National will use the same tire?
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay.
There would be no reason for them not to, but again, I don't know. So, yeah.
Track was good, but got a little bumpy. B SinCal 9, which is similar time of year to Nats this year. Mm-hmm. What's SinCal 9? I don't know. I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
Okay. He's talking in code. He's already all California now.
Yeah. He's throwing up gang signs.
Yeah.
Next thing he's gonna be like, if you're not rolling on dubs, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Hi,
Zoe. How are you?
Hi.
Zoe. Hi.
Yeah.
The star of the show has arrived.
Yeah.
True.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Hi. Yeah. You got to watch her screen time though. You can't let her be on.
Yeah. We're not here for the screen time. Like we tried doing a WhatsApp call with her mother earlier today.
Yeah.
And she was reaching for this, like the phone. I don't know if she was just reaching for the phone because she wants a phone, or if she knew it was her mother on the other side of the phone. Let's see. Does she reach for the phone?
I think it's her mom. I
don't know. Like here now I've turned on the screen. She's she's sticking her tongue out.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's kind of reaching for it. So I don't know. Eventually she'll figure it out. So.
Okay. Yeah, they all do.
Yeah.
She'll be better at it than we ever were.
Oh yeah, dude. She'll be the AI. It's fun.
So
yeah. Anyway.
But hold on. But grip was good during the day once the sun went behind the Food Max. What the fuck's the Food Max?
It's a grocery store.
Okay. Take 75% of the grip that was at TC World. Like 70.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
Range is pretty high,
Yeah. I mean, I can handle that.
Yeah.
I got set up for that.
Oh yeah? You sure? You got that D main set up, son?
Shit. You know it.
You could have like a national C main setup.
I don't know, man.
Maybe if attendance is poor, you'll have a B main setup. Yeah, baby.
Dude, I'm
But hey,
just saying.
where's your Awesomatics like winter champs like thing you can hold up? You like, what
I
are we
mean, we just celebrated the 1-year anniversary of this. This was just only a couple weeks ago. Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
I know you know.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah.
I know you know.
Yeah. But anyway.
But
we just had the 1 year on that one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
February 24th, I think it was, something like that. 5th.
Yeah, something. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. So I got to figure out the rest of my program for the summer. I imagine there's going to be a lot of this going on.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Oh, you can take her outside, give her some fresh air, go at the asphalt track.
Yeah, or at the 8-scale buggy track. It's fine.
Yeah, a lot of dirt and dust. You didn't want to do that in Bakersfield, so.
I'm more worried about the SXT dripping on her head or the Mighty Gripper dripping.
Dripping on her head. Okay.
Yeah. So.
Don't they do buggy tire shit too?
Nah.
No. All right.
No, that's not really a thing.
Okay.
So, but yeah.
Well, there you go. That's the show.
Yeah.
That's been baby talk.
Yeah. Yeah. Who knows what they're going to use for traction compound? It could be all over the place. So
yeah.
Whatever. All I know is it will be the same for everybody.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. And that's all that matters.
Well,
do you want to look at my notes from work? Yeah. Yeah, we're talking
right,
very
important
here. So, all right. Well, thanks everyone for joining our travel podcast.
Yeah.
Don't forget, this week, F1 starts Australia. That means the times are very weird too. They will be racing Saturday night. It just depends what your night is. All right.
Okay.
So you're on the West Coast. You can stay up to like 10, 11. You'll see racing.
Yeah. East Coast would be bedtime.
Yeah. You'll be hopefully asleep, or you could be on a bender. You could be on a real bender.
Yeah.
A few cocktails. Let's go. All right.
Some lines. Yeah. Yeah. A couple bendels. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe some fentanyl. That'd be great.
No, not fentanyl.
But yeah. So that means the lock-in for qualifying is going to hit real early.
So we got to break this down. I got to get in. I got to dive. I got to do a deep dive.
Yeah.
All right.
Thursday night, that's when practice starts.
Okay.
Friday night, that's when qualifying is going to start. So you got to have your team locked in, most people, before you go to bed on Friday. Right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Zoe says she's going to field the team this year too.
Okay, good. I can't wait to see her picks.
That'll be really good. So
yeah, she'll probably do better than you.
Well, everyone pretty much does better than me most of the time. So it is what it is.
You and her and her wife will beat your ass.
Yeah, and my wife's friends are actually getting involved. We're gonna have like everyone's jumping in on this thing. They actually are trying to figure out how do we put money on this because they're degenerate gamblers.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right. Well, I'll take their money.
Yeah, so we might actually also do a degenerate gambling version of this, but we'd have to sort this out in like the next day or two.
All right.
But I don't think the gambling version is required. But we might have to put up like, what if we did like $25 and we put a thing on Side Piece Racing for you to get involved, and then winner gets the lot at the end. That might not be bad.
Is it winner take all, or are you going to pay out?
I don't know what would be the more popular rule. What do you think, honey?
I think a little payout should be in order.
Well, why don't you give me a spread of what's out there?
Well, how many people are going to be there?
Who knows?
All right. So we have 2. In any case, it don't matter. Are they all going to use spreadsheets and they're going to try to?
Who knows, man? Some of them are lawyers. Some of them are chefs. It's all over the place, man.
Hey, your wife is has a very diverse group of people.
Yeah, she knows me too.
She's well-rounded.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then she slums it.
That's fine.
All right.
It's fine. All right. Well, anyway, From Seattle, we're gonna wave goodbye.
Bye.
Bye. Can you blow a kiss? She'll eventually be able to. Anyway.
Yeah. Oh, she's like, oh, there's the beard. She's
Yeah,
like,
I
"Get
gotta
out of
rip
my
that
face."
off his face. Yeah, huh?
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
There we
Have a
go.
good one.
Thanks,
Thanks.
everybody. Like and subscribe.
I've been
And
sharing all that other bullshit.
F1 this weekend.
Yep.
We'll hit the socials with that. All right. All right. Take care, everybody. Bye bye.
Bye.